I do feel really strongly about it, Juvenie, because I just can't say it enough. Working with you has changed my life. That's that's it. That's true. True, deep, deep down. I'm not just saying it. It's so true. Hello, my name's Margaret, and I'm 72, just, and I live in Melbourne. Before I started to work with Juvenie, and especially at the beginning of the time when I was working with her, I had some insight into the patterns. That is, I was always seeming to be attracted to men who were unavailable, falling very intensely in love with them. And during the work with Juvenie, it became much clearer that my attachment style, the way I conducted myself in terms of intimate relationships, was avoidant. So deep down, I really wanted a relationship, but I was terrified at the same time, terrified of the whole thing of being very close and intimate with a man, terrified of men in general. I didn't really know much about men. I had avoided men my whole life, really, except for the odd occasion when this thing happened where I fell in love. And then usually I ran in the other direction. So my conclusion for all of this was just relationships weren't for me, intimate relationships. I couldn't do it. But I was prepared to investigate the possibility with Juvenie as a coach. Juvenie was someone that I connected with from the beginning. I really liked how she was and what she was doing. One of the things that I really think it's important to say is that apart from feeling quite negative about myself, I also truly believed I was too old. So I started working with Juvenie when I was 69. And again, deep down, I thought I was much too old to find a loving relationship. But age really does not come into it. But I learned that by working with and connecting with Juvenie. So her support, encouragement, wisdom meant that over time, I was able to change my view of myself. Now I'm in a relationship with a really lovely man, and he ticks all of the boxes that I was looking for, in fact. So he is extraordinarily good at communicating and at listening. What I found right from the start was that he is secure enough within himself to be able to listen and really take on board when I'm scared, when I'm worried about something. He listens and he respects where I am and what I say. He's never, ever pushed me to do anything that I don't want to do. When I was afraid of the sexual aspect of our relationship, he was completely accepting of that. He is so affectionate and warm, very touchy-feely, which I absolutely love, and it really fits with me. He's interested in so many things. He's very intellectually interested and interesting, always exploring. And emotionally, he's very open. So now he and I have been together for nearly a year, and I can really truthfully say that this is a relationship which is so fulfilling. It's more than I ever thought a relationship could be. It's so satisfying. And I feel so I'm just at the beginning. There's so much to explore, both about myself, about him, and about our connection, our relationship. It's just the most extraordinary experience. I know now that if I hadn't worked with Juvenie, I would have continued on in the same way. My life would have been enjoyable and rich, and I would have been practicing gratitude because I really was grateful for many of the good things about my life. But I just would not have grown in the way that I have. I wouldn't have experienced myself as I have, and I wouldn't have changed. There has been real and significant change, and that wouldn't have happened. When I reflect on the time that I've worked with her, I realise that Jivani believed in me when I did not believe in myself. She provided me with the tools for exploring so much about myself, and the use of those tools have been transformational, so that now I can look back over the relationship history that I thought was evidence incontrovertible of failure. I look back at it now and think that was a really interesting journey, a journey through lots of ups and downs, a journey where I learned at every step of the way.